browse here. I know it's been a while since my last video, and I hope you guys are doing well. So, a few days ago, Nintendo released another trailer for Breath of the Wild sequel, Tears of Kingdom, which awoken my love for Link again. And yeah, I basically just finished college and I got some free time on my hands, so I thought I'd record another process video. As always, before starting, I usually look for reference pictures in Pinterest. And I found this photo of Jackson Wang, and I think his pose really fit what I had in mind for the illustration. I already went ahead and made a rough sketch and color guide. I wasn't able to record it, but I wanted to play with the idea of corruption, like what if the blood moon also affected Link? So if you've seen my other work, the usual style that I use is semi-realism. But lately, I feel like it's been limiting me from exploring different compositions. Since, I would be too concerned with the anatomy or if the lighting actually makes sense and if it's something that you would see in real life. But I also really did not feel like doing line art at all. So I tried this technique that I've been seeing from other artists lately, which is by using the stroke layer style in Photoshop. So what it does is it makes a border around anything you draw in that layer, and you basically have a quick and painless line art after. So here is a mini tutorial for that effect. First, you click on the layer that you want to apply the stroke effect to. So I'll click on this flower layer, and at the very bottom of the layers, you'll see some icons you can click on. So just click on the second one right here, which has the effect symbol on it, and it'll open up like more options, and just choose stroke. Then I'll open up another box. Then you can see already have instant line art. You can also change the color and also the line art size. The downside is that the lines won't have any line weight, but I think it's a really neat tool if you're going for that one size line style or similar to like Art Nouveau. So right now, I'm just using the brush tool to establish the flow of his hair. So I usually do the edges first and then I'll select and fill in the rest to save time. I really like the effect since it's kind of similar to how Alphonse Mucha would do hair. And I feel like Mucha would actually pass out from joy if he were alive today to see the tool. Or maybe that's just me. I usually use a display tablet for line art just because I feel like it gives me a better hand-eye coordination. So here I added a new layer for his hands just so I can change the stroke color to red, and I also did the same for his clothes. When I start coloring, I go back to using my older tablet just to save myself from the neck pain. So throughout the video, you can see that I changed the background of Photoshop to gray, white, and black. So I do that to make sure that the illustration won't be too dark to view in social media platforms that have a white background. Because color is relative, and sometimes when you put a darker piece against a white background, you won't be able to see the details anymore. I wanted to make Link look a bit more tired and done with his life. I do feel that with everything that's happened to him, it would make sense to see him more tired than usual. But I feel like the game has more of a positive vibe and doesn't really show the possible trauma that he got from the, spoiler alert, death of his friends. So there's not really much angst going on, which is why I'm here. And the other fan artists, to bring you the flavor, the angst. And that's exactly what we're going to accomplish with this illustration. With the design of his arm, I wanted to add a sort of rotting effect or have a texture that's similar to a chipped tree bark to show what would be the repercussions to his body if he did harness power from the blood moon. In the original trailer, we really didn't get to see the full design of the arm, but in this version, I wanted it to have more of an eroded look. I think that's something I also heard from another artist, that if you draw armor, you should show scuff marks or dirt just to show what the character has been going through or has been through. For the details of his arm, I went with a more weathered look where it's already missing some bits and pieces, but you can still sort of recognize the designs. I also made sure to add some Sheikah Slate elements to it, like the teardrop, just to tie in the whole piece together. And I think it looks kinda neat that it replaces his right eye that's covered by his hair. On the subject of heroes, I actually think it's more interesting to see heroes go through their downfall rather than seeing a nobody become a hero. Because then you'll actually see them try and do their best. Then maybe throughout the journey they'll get tired, maybe a bit cynical, until eventually they get back up and sacrifice themselves for a greater cause. That storyline is just mwah, chef's kiss. Bonus point if the cause of their downfall is the death of their beloved or significant other. So if you have any show recommendations that follow that plot, just let me know in the comments. So just a mini life update, I'll actually be attending Comiket this October. I'll be selling some prints and stickers there with my table mates. So if any of you are planning to say hi, I will say hi back. And you'll possibly give me your money if you want, and I'll give you my wares, my prints, or my stickers in return. I'm actually really excited to see some of my internet friends in the flesh again, and I might make a vlog about it. So yeah, this speed paint is almost over, and I hope you guys learned something from my process. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. Or not.